Let's get into this thing. So just like any other Colt single action Army, it is a single action. Rotates the cylinder, just like that. There's no double action. Okay, so a couple things to notice is the detail done on this thing. It's a 4 3/4 barrel gun, and it's got the Telltale COLT hammer, Colt. Now, loading gate opens up. Put her on a second position, half cock. You can load her up that way, close her up, decock it, ready to go. Now, one thing to notice is the old tail is load 5, keep the 6th one that you're resting the hammer on empty. Well, there's a good reason for that. So this one's got the old style hammer tooth on there. So if that's resting on your primer and you happen to bump it somehow, well, you're going to shoot yourself in the leg. So it's good practice to just load 5 and keep it resting on the 6th cylinder. Now, Charles Daly, they actually did something to kind of combat this. They got like this, almost like a safety. So right here where you would have the cylinder release on this little button here, you push it in, and you can push this further, and right there. Now you'll see this little extra space right there, and that's going to create, from the bar pushing back, that's going to create enough space where it will safely rest, and if you were to put 6 in there, the hammer tooth is not going to be resting on that primer. I don't normally carry it like that, but it is a nice safety feature. So now we've returned it back to its normal position here. It's back in firing condition. So one thing to notice on this is this very beautiful nickel plating on this thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this gun is so well balanced, it's insane. It fits so well in the hand, balances perfectly. Obviously it's not loaded, or I wouldn't have done that. So this one I loaded up with 200 grain 45 Colt. Seems to shoot point of aim the best. They're cowboy loads, so it's low recoil and it shoots straight. Let's try her out. Seem to be hitting low. Let's give it another shot. Super easy to unload these. Just open up the loading gate, kick them out. Nicked all the way down there. Now I loaded up twice just to make sure that I was hitting right. So I had to aim up a little bit higher, and I was nipping around here. So I'm seeing the pattern here that it's gravitating low and left. That's got to be shooter error. But either way, aiming right here and somehow they're going low and left. I don't know why. They're relatively on the same spot, about 40 yards. Alright, so I'm going to try an experiment here. I'm going to bump it up to about 25 yards. I don't know if I'm getting bullet drop or if it's going to be me, but we're going to find out. So it looked like the last few were more centralized, so I think we might have been dealing with some bullet drop. So let's go ahead and let loose on the range a little bit. I mean, everything's pretty consistent still.